summer. And for those of you who are viewing the live and you're not sure what's happening, this is Nashawn Jeremiah Arts Thursday night Paint With Me session. And if you did not get your sheet, you have a chance to still do so. You can do the downloadable copy. You can also come by our studio anytime during the week and obtain your very own sheet. It comes with a color map and the reference image. So it's just like painting with us in the studio, except you're doing it from the comfort of your home or even from your office space. So to those of you who already got your sheets and you have your paint and brushes ready, we're ready in studio, so we're about to get started. So again, welcome to everybody. There you go. Okay, guys, so the very first thing we are going to do is we're going to tap with our large brush. Everybody has a shared palette with yellow and green in the middle of the table. So there's a shared palette with yellow and green, and we're going to be using that now. We're going to tap into the yellow paint. If you look at the background for your butterfly, it's a combination of both green and yellow, okay? We're going to start things off with yellow, as in we're going to paint the entire background in yellow, and then we're going to add the hints of green. So our focus right now is painting our entire background in yellow. That's all we're doing. We're painting our background in yellow. You can use your large brush or even your medium-sized brush if you want better control. Tonight is going to be a very mellow evening of painting. And mind you, we don't have to do smooth strokes. So you can take a look at this method. This is like the X strokes or cross hatching. So you keep going over your strokes left and right. It's going to add some type of texture to your painting as well. So we're going over the strokes, left and right. We don't want a smooth background. We want it to look textured. So we're going to go ahead with that approach. But as you go closer to your butterfly, you may want to do a smooth stroke so that you don't go past the lines or the guides that we already placed out for you. So X-like strokes to give it that textured feel or look. X-like strokes with yellow. This is a really, really easy part as we are getting started with this beautiful summer-themed butterfly painting. To our folks online, I hope you have such a beautiful yellow like we do. It's quite bright, and if you wanted to obtain this yellow at your local paint store, the name is called Puyi yellow, like the Puyi flower. Just like that. So it's a very vibrant and bright yellow. And we are painting our background using cross-hatching or X strokes with our brushes, left and right, and we're filling it in. Again, welcome to every single one of you who are tuning online. We have a wonderful group in studio who are also getting their paintings done. So no real structure to the strokes, guys. Just be free with it and ensure that you avoid getting paint in your butterfly area. Some persons are tapping, some persons are dabbing, some persons are even trying the smooth approach. And like I said, it's okay. We just want you guys to be free and allow the session to be therapeutic as you fill your background in yellow. If you need anything in studio, just be sure to let Mr. Etienne or Miss Alexander know. All right, guys, so we are filling our background in yellow. That's all we're doing for now. And as usual, Mr. Etienne has some questions that we want to get feedback from you guys on. I think it's very important, you're in a group of persons, it's important to chat, hear each other's views, And you might learn a thing or two as well from persons in the room. You guys can paint over the antennas for your butterfly. I'm sure you're still going to see it underneath the yellow. We'll add it back at the end. Let's get our background filled in. So try and go as close as possible to your butterfly with your yellow. You can use the medium-sized brush, the smaller one if you want to go close to your butterfly. And come all the way out to the edge of your sheet. So you will notice that the sketch itself ends a little bit before on your sheet, but you are expected to follow the trail of the wing all the way to the edge of the sheet, okay? So pull the yellow all the way to the edge of the sheet, and we are moving to the other side. I see some persons are almost finished. And it's persons who claim to be first-timers. Interesting. Pull it all the way. So try not to paint in the space that is meant to be for the wing. Even if you have, we would assist you with adding back that portion of the wing after. Open Mr. Etienne for him. Okay. All right, for those folks online, if you are having any difficulty, just let us know in the chat so we can assist you. And of course, as usual, we look forward to seeing your creations at the end. We are so appreciative of our online folks. Nafisia, if you and your partner are painting right now with us, we say welcome. I know you guys got your sheets to paint along with us tonight. All right, so my background is completely filled with yellow. So I'll give you guys another 2 minutes to finish yours before we move to some streaks of green. So online, I hope you've heard that. You guys have another 5 minutes. Of course, you can paint at your own pace at home, but it's nice to move along with us as well. All right. Okay, and Aphysia says she's painting with her son tonight. That's awesome to hear, and we are again looking forward to seeing the beautiful creations that the Evans family does, okay? Hi, William. Welcome. We are happy to have all of you tuned in. So tonight you are viewing our painting session live from our art studio. And tonight we're painting a beautiful summer-themed butterfly. And persons are really, really going well. And it's just the background we are on so far. All right, so it seems like we're ready for the green, some green action. So at this time with the green, I need you to take a look at what I'm doing with it before you start doing it yourself. So if you look at your background, it's just splashes or dabs of green in different spots. And I want you to have the opportunity to add them wherever you would like. But of course, you can follow along with me as well. But this is a technique that we're using, okay? So you can use your medium-sized brush to tap into the green paint, first of all. And then you're going to add some streaks of the green paint on your canvas. However, as soon as you've done that, use your large brush with yellow and go over it so that it blends into the background and isn't too loud. Unless you want to see a lot of green, So if the green is becoming too loud, you use your clean brush with yellow and you pass the yellow over it. So again, medium-sized brush if you're looking. Medium-sized brush, I add some streaks of green and I'm going in with yellow and I'm blending it out. Blending it out into my background just so that it's not too loud on my painting. So I'm going to go again with the green for those of you who are in that section of painting. So I'm adding a hint of green and I'm scooping up a nice chunk of yellow and I'm blending all of that out. All right, so we want to add, you can add the green anywhere you like. Be sure to use a clean brush with yellow and blend it out. If your brush has too much green on it, be sure to wash it out, wipe it, and start the blending process again. Just so that we can have a good mix between our green and our yellow. So I'm moving again in case you didn't see. You can tap into the green, add a hint of green on your sheet, and scoop up some yellow with a nice clean brush and blend it out. If you are hearing a harsh sound while you're painting, it means that there isn't enough paint on your brush. So scoop up the yellow paint and blend it out. You shouldn't be hearing sound while you're painting. Scoop up the yellow. Hi. And paint it out. Let's go. So you're adding green in different spots. Let's go. Green, green, different spots. So we're going. Somebody's going on that side, guys. You let her know. I think somebody's going in their group on that side. So let's go, guys. We're going with yellow. You can add green anywhere you like. Green and yellow, green and yellow. Green and yellow. So just keep blending with the green and yellow. If for some reason you're realizing that there's just too much green on your brush, use a clean one with yellow and scoop the yellow and paste it over the green. All right, so everybody's zone is going to be different, we know, but you can follow that technique to get it as close to mine as possible. So if you're now joining us, we started off by painting our entire background in yellow, and now we're just adding in some streaks of green in different spots. So if you are still trying to figure it out, let me show you again. So I'm tapping into green, and I'm going to add a hint of green on the edge there. And then I'm going to scoop up a nice chunk of yellow, and I'm going to pass it over that green to help me blend it out. And if I notice there's too much green on my brush, I'm going to clean it, make sure it's clean, and go back in with just yellow. And it's up to you guys to add as much green as you like. If you're not fond of green and you don't want to add too much, that's okay as well. You can just add hints here or there to your content, okay? but this is all part of the therapeutic side of doing the background. Just moving your hands, using the cross-hatching approach, and seeing the blend between those two colors as they come together on your sheet really adds the relaxing part of this. So please feel free to scoop up as much paint as you have or you like and create your masterpiece. Hello. All right, guys, so we are almost done with our background. For those of you joining us at home, what we've done so far, we've done the entire background in yellow, and then we went in to add some green streaks here or there, and you blend it out immediately using yellow as well so that the green doesn't look too harsh on your painting. In studio, we have some vibrant paintings coming together. Very vibrant pieces coming together. So I can't wait to see what you guys create, those of you painting with us at home. So our background, everybody should be doing their background now with yellow and the green. Add as much green as you like or as little as you like. I'm seeing some lime green background now, and that's absolutely fine. We did say everybody's piece is going to be different and unique, so that's what we expect to happen. But is it looking something like this so far? No? Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. At least we'll try, we'll come better on the butterfly, okay? So let's ensure to add more yellow. If your background is filled with green, clean your brushes and tap into yellow paint only and go ahead and fill those spaces with yellow, okay? Sorry. And we're painting, we're just filling in yellow and greens. That's all. One of the easiest part of this entire piece is what we're doing now. Okay, our background with yellows and green. Mr. Etienne, someone is requesting your assistance from home. From home. I don't know. We'll have to do some sort of teleporting. I'll see you back at 8:30. Go. Oh my goodness. Miss Evans, I hope you can follow along with us, okay? Hi, Sam. Welcome. Good night. We're happy to have you guys all joining us online, and we can't wait to see your piece at the end. For our first timers who are tuning in, you are looking at our live stream at the NJA Studio. It's our regular Thursday night Paint With Me session for adults. All right, so we have a really relaxing time at the studio here, just painting and creating and trying new things, okay? So we hope one day we can see you actually in the studio with us painting as well. But welcome. Looking good, guys. Looking very beautiful. I love the vibrancy it's given. I love it. You guys are doing yourself, man. Hilla, do you know the name of this yellow paint? I told them in the beginning. Can you guess? It's named after a flower. That's right. I know you will get that. The Pui yellow. So guys, once we're done with our beautiful background, you can wash out your brushes. You can wash out your brushes because the next step will be our butterfly. So we have to get ready for the butterfly. Wash out your brushes and wipe them clean. And while we are washing out our brushes and finishing off our background, Mr. Etienne has a few interesting questions he has prepared for us tonight that he's going to discuss now. You can give one person. Sorry. A single question to, or you can give the person two. It's okay. Just coming by you there.
I'll start off with.
Whoa, we're starting with a bang. Dania. The lovely Dania. And get it right, huh? It's Dania.
Our first question, only one.
Okay, because it's our first time. We understand. Started light. Hold on, we need this. So, just so persons online can hear what you're saying, we just want them to interact as well and give their opinion. When you say out the question, let's hear it.
How do you stay positive when faced with difficult life challenges?
Okay, that's a nice one. How do you stay positive, Dania?
Wow.
You go woosa. You count to 10. What do you do? How do you stay positive?
So there's more than one way. First of all, I pray.
Ah, beautiful.
That's my strength.
Mm-hmm.
And then secondly, I remember that God gave his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. So no matter how difficult life gets, there's always a better tomorrow. It might not be tomorrow, but it's a tomorrow. So yes.
Wow, I think that's very good advice for a lot of people right now. If you were to think about some of the folks in Carriacou, even right here on mainland Grenada in St. Patrick's, they're going through a very tough time. So, as Dania said, we can pray and remember that God gives, well, you know what, I would say God doesn't give you more than you can handle. So if you do, you're faced with something difficult, know that God has you in that situation, but he knows you can pull through. So with prayer, as Dania said, you can most definitely do so. Thank you, Dania, for that wonderful advice. And Etienne is coming around with more questions. We know because Abigail is almost on 10, she's getting about 2 or 3 questions. So that's great.
And she's really relaxed now because
yes.
her painting was so good.
Oh, wow, she didn't get no help.
No,
Let's hear it. Put it there, go on.
You can't push it.
We want to hear the question. Let's go. For those of you online, remember you too can share your opinion on some of the responses and the questions. So we're looking forward to hearing from you as well. We do have another question. She's about to share it with us. Let's hear it. I don't know. You want me to read it out? The question. Okay, so our question is, what is one thing you're passionate about that you wish you had more time to explore? What's something you're passionate about that you wish you had more time to explore? Aren't you passionate about art? Don't you wish you had time 5 days a week to come and paint with me?
No.
Okay, next time.
We didn't win that
We don't win that one. These idiots.
Yeah. Spending more time with my mom. Yeah.
Why are you going to do that to us tonight?
Why?
Why are you going to do that to us tonight?
Well, yeah. was 2 weeks ago. I mean, well, not ago, but made it a year. So yeah, I wish I had more time with her.
I don't think everybody understands the context in which you're speaking. Do you
Okay.
want to share more light on this with us?
2 weeks ago was a year since my mom passed. So I wish I had more time to spend with her before she died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those of us who are hearing such remarks, I trust that we take the opportunity that we have, if our loved ones and so on are here with us, to spend a lot more time with them. Thank you, Abigail. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to give you guys another 2 minutes to wrap up on your background. So you have to give her another one. You have to give her another one.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, so let's hear your question. Before we move on to the rest of our painting. What is that question?
Do you think there should be a gospel carnival ban?
Oui, Papa. Do you think there should be a gospel carnival band? What? Listen, I want to hear Abigail's opinion on this.
Yes, I will answer after that.
Or you would answer after her?
Okay.
Let's hear you, Abigail. You know what? You could just say yes or no, you know. Because I don't know what. Let me hear from you.
No, there should not be a gospel carnival ban.
I wonder why.
Because the two don't go hand in hand.
But I thought it was just a representation of our culture. What happened there with that notion?
No.
So I shouldn't go to a folk festival or a cultural festival if I'm a Christian? Is that it?
No, that's not it. I mean, carnival has be too vulgar. But, well, I think carnival has become too vulgar.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
We
So
don't
no
want to
for
disrespect.
you.
We don't want to disrespect God and things. So
No, all right. Alvin, you wanted to put in a 2 cents there?
Right. So there's this in Barbados.
Mm-hmm.
In Barbados, right?
Yes.
There's this. The first band at Cropover. First band is called a Christian band.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay.
So what they do is that they have like little flyers and stuff like that with like pamphlets that they walk around, and it's kind of weird that
In
they
Cropover?
walk at the first band that they walk around and
Okay.
give out and stuff like that, and they kind of chant little. I don't know if they're trying to convert,
Okay.
but yeah.
Well,
so
that's
they do that. It's kind of
interesting.
sad. Yeah.
So, well, I guess there are 2 ways to look at it. It's an opportunity to win souls for Christ, but at the same time,
But
it's
still,
also
that's the
it could
wrong
also
place.
be temptation, you
It's
know.
the wrong place, but yes.
The temptation looms everywhere, you know, at something like that. So thank you guys for your input on that. I see some persons are still wrapping up on their background. So I have another question I'll share out loud, and I want to hear your opinion. It says, I don't know who knows this person, but the Vibes Cartel, aka the world boss, is free. What are your thoughts on this? I see Miss Denny's face turned upside down. Miss Denny's, do you know who Vibes Cartel is? Miss Denny's, you've read about him. Have you ever listened to his songs? Yes, okay. Miss Denny's.
I didn't listen to
hold
it.
on now. What
I
they
didn't
say?
listen to his song. I heard his song.
What they say? Are you girly or guy? Let me leave Miss Denny's alone. What you said?
But personally, people have the private sector of cartel is not that really, and people, you know, think he is involved in a lot of things.
So they don't think, you said the image that we have of him isn't true?
No, Garrison where he comes from, you know, people that support it, but people don't know the background of my part.
Right.
He's involved in a lot
Okay.
of things.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
So some persons just see the celebrity aspect of him?
Nah, my part is deeply involved in a lot of things. Let's leave it like that.
Okay.
Deeply involved in a lot of things. So that's why That's why he's in the kind of distant by Mr. Portia Simpson. That's why we ended up in jail.
Yeah.
He's involved in, especially
A lot of things.
especially young artists that come up from Jamaica.
Yeah.
He had control. You know, he basically take
Groom.
their money and everything.
Really?
Let's put it back. I'll tell you about things.
Wow. So a lot of
Serious
things. There are a lot of positive and negative reviews about the release, but I mean, medical attention. Okay, okay. All right, so it looks like most of us are ready to move on to our butterfly. It looks like we're ready for a butterfly. So for this step, you're going to be using your small brush. Okay, your very small brush. We're going to be using some blue now with our small brush. So while we get our small brush ready, let's read one of the comments. Somebody said, gospel and carnival don't come in the same. Understood. Sam Rayburn said, what they do in difficult situations, pray. Another person say, hugs. Well, all right, so we are getting started for the blue area. So if you look at your image, you'll notice that the inner section of your butterfly, so the inner guidelines, those areas will go in blue. So using your small brush, I want you to outline this little area, this small area, right next to the body of our butterfly. So the first section, or the first set of guidelines next to the body of our butterfly, we're going to outline that in blue. So I'm outlining it as well in case you are not sure. This is the area I'm referring to. The first section, the very first section, we're doing it in blue. And you can actually begin to fill it in the dark blue. The next section would go in a lighter blue, and we're going to do the next section very soon. So for those of you online, we are doing the inner section. We are doing the inner section of our butterfly. So we're starting off with the dark blue area. So we're going to fill that there with dark blue using our small brush. Using our small brush, we're going to fill that in dark blue. All 4 sections using dark blue. Filling it in. So this is what it should be looking like once you have filled in the inner areas using blue. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys all do and create. And while you are doing that and you're so focused in on it, let me hear your response to this. Do you think it's appropriate for children to play jab jab?
Why not is the culture?
No. It depends on the age.
So what then do you think is the appropriate age for a child to take part?
I think that child should take part. But no, child used to run from jab for separate.
What's it? 14?
No. 9.
9.
I think that folks
Yeah, go ahead.
They
Here.
get to be afraid.
They are afraid of it at that age. Let's
That's
hear.
why you should let them play.
You asked when you think that we should let them play, like
Yes, but first of all, do you think that it's okay for children to play jab jab and what age?
no.
You don't think so?
No.
Why? In your opinion, Rhonda.
It's all over there.
It happens.
Go ahead.
Okay. I have never participated in carnival in my whole life. I'm in my 30s.
Yeah.
My daughter would have told me,
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, why don't you let me go?
Mm-hmm.
I said, my mom didn't allow me to go. And when I got big, I didn't have a desire to go.
Right.
I said, I don't want to be responsible for you making this decision.
Mm-hmm.
I said that when you get older,
Mm-hmm.
you make that decision for yourself. It
True.
will be on you, not me.
Right,
But
right.
I am not. Under my roof, under my care, you are not.
Very interesting point of view. I like that too. You give them an opportunity to make the decision on their own, right?
But when I was young,
Yes.
they had carnival here in Grenada. You dressed like little Egyptians and they were fully clothed. There was nothing wrong. You should
Right.
participate. With those little strings on, I wouldn't let my child go or that. What I represented on
Etienne, I would need.
I grew up going to
See carnival, right? You don't have to give me I grew up going to carnival with my parents. We going to Juve morning.
Oh, okay.
And more so, my father used to play old mass, right? Some social commentary. So that's what I grew up knowing. We would see the jab, everything, but and for the last, my son is 23, right? So for the last 23 years, I've been playing old mass.
Okay.
Right? I would go to Juve morning and I pick whatever. But this year I have now ventured. I would do my old mass Juve morning and I have ventured to try the Veco. Veco was something I was afraid of because of the noise. You know, the clogs making the noise. But I happened to be able to jump with them for independence, right? I got to meet them in the streets in St. Paul. I was going to something and I jumped with them and I felt it was like a vibes, you know?
Really?
So I said, this year, I'm going to play my vehicle and see what, you know?
The vibe is all about with
Yes,
them?
you know, but
Really?
I'm an old woman now, old enough to make my choice. It was nothing to do with, so I do agree with you.
Yes.
Our parents didn't allow us to play,
Yeah.
right? Because my mother wasn't into the old mass. We didn't play it even as kids, but
Yeah.
you know, when I got older and I was, and for me, the old mass, I brought my son to play. Let's put it this way. I brought my son to play because I thought it's social commentary, and if he grows up doing
Not
that,
knowing?
you know, no, the social commentary, because you take what is happening and you depict it, he may like, you know. Unfortunately for me, he veered into the what? Jab. he loves his jab and he plays jab, you know, but
Okay.
I did not introduce him to jab. No, because
You
I
bring
don't
him
even
out.
want to feel.
You planted a seed
No,
and the
I
seed
know who
grew.
planted the jab seed. It wasn't me. My brother did. When he was
my
like
gosh.
a year, and they would
A
play.
year old?
They would play in the road, right in front. He would have him prior to the Juve on his shoulders, you know, making in the road there all 2-3 years. So it's not me that planned that one. I was trying to get rid of it.
But do you guys think that carnival is still a cultural representation?
No.
So what is it now?
Brazilian mass. Pure nakedness.
Yeah, it's just a representation of something,
Just, you know,
but maybe not culture.
It's pure nakedness, and that's just what it is. You're not seeing.
It's just reveling now.
Yeah. You know, back in the day, you some I'm talking about like Mr. Keynes Douglas, Alex Hood, Miss Patterson. Those were who I knew growing up, putting out bands. And when you go to carnival and you say, okay, they're depicting this, you could see it. You know, you could see what the people were wearing. No, that was before my time. Yeah.
What he depicts, you have to stand up and wonder, is that really a human being?
Really?
He did, like Napoleon and all these
Yeah,
kind
and you see
very nicely.
Really?
And you wonder to yourself,
Something that you could.
I mean, they're saying that sometimes it's but all I've seen is naked.
And they have no shame. I mean, I think they're pretty nice, but they have no shame with it.
Well, they're reveling, right?
No, They're not reveling.
No,
They're advertising.
I revel. There's a difference. I revel.
They advertise.
They're showing off.
No, don't say showing up. There's a difference between showing up and reveling and advertising.
They advertise it.
Yes, let's get it.
So what are you guys' thoughts then on the evolution of carnival costumes over the years?
That's not evolution.
I know that the
They
price
didn't
is
have
ridiculous.
evolution.
Well, the prices have evolved
The
indeed.
less you wear, the more you pay.
The prices have evolved indeed.
I don't see myself paying $4,000 and $5,000 for nothing.
Are you kidding?
No, to wear nothing. Yeah.
She said,
That's a price. You're sponsoring people on your band to pay for that costume. But guys, while we're at it, let's mix some white and some of the dark blue together. We want to create a lighter shade of blue to put in the other section. So you will notice there's a section right up at the top. So we're going to go ahead and create a light blue by mixing some white and blue together to do the top area. All right, so the next section, you're mixing white and you're mixing blue. And I'm just going to outline it quickly so you guys can see the area I'm talking about. So if you look there, you're going to see the area. So we do have someone online. Miss Charles Kiswana says, before the costumes in Carnival used to tell a story. Wow.
Exactly.
No, they tell a story.
They do tell a story, but it's what the story is.
Is what story they're telling now?
Yes.
They still tell a story.
I feel they are telling a story, all right. Do they still have Kiddies Carnival or no?
It's on Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
The children are being come.
The children are reveling. With different bands, I guess.
Yeah. The drum.
Okay. Once you guys have done the mixing, you can go ahead and fill it in. You can fill it in. Please use your small brush to do so. Just to ensure that you have control over the area and you don't spill off into unwanted parts. And remember, the importance of this session is just for you to relax, unwind, socialize. You needed some relaxation today?
Yeah.
My.
That disaster this evening, they just had me.
Yeah. Oh.
And we don't hear
So we mixed up some white and some blue, and we have a lighter blue that we're working with for the next section. So as you can see, everybody in studio is getting their light blue groove on. All right, so I hope that our crew who are painting from the comfort of their homes are getting through okay, because we're having a fantastic time. And thank you so much for participating in the questions online as well. So while we're on the topic of Carnival, in the commentary we have, which band do you favor the most? Do you guys have a favorite band in Carnival that you support even though you don't go in it, maybe? Montel, you were saying one?
I don't even know about it.
You don't know? You don't even know a band? Comancheros has a band.
No, they don't know. Only the children.
Okay.
Yeah.
So online, Comancheros does not have a band, only for the kids.
They're not playing adults.
But don't they win prizes and monetary, stuff like the band that wins?
Yeah.
They get money also, innit? So. So this is what your butterfly will be looking like once you filled in the blue. So to those of you online, I hope that yours is looking similar to what we are working on in studio. Send us photos. We want to see. We want to know how you're doing. And if you're having a difficult time, let us know so we can have Mr. Etienne teleport over to you. He'll teleport over to you. Let's see, you don't want to be flying in the night, you know. You don't want to be flying in the night like that, you know. And while you guys wrap up on the light blue, there's a question here. Would you ever run for government if you had the chance? Give a reason why.
There's too much to please. You have to. No.
I would have loved to run for government, but I can't lie.
You can't lie.
No, I can't lie.
It's stressful.
I don't know about being stressful, but I think it's a lot of lying. You have to lie. People want to hear certain things, and then that's what you have to tell them. You know, people don't want to hear the reality.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things. If I do run though, one day, which I have been advised against years ago.
Okay.
My mother said to me, since I'm young, I want to get into politics. And she said, they'll kill you.
We have a
Shut your dreams down, you know.
Yeah,
No,
she
said they'll kill you because you're too plain, you're too straightforward, and you can't lie. So,
you will tell the people as it is.
yeah. So and every time you look at the political atmosphere and you see what's going on, I say, but my mother must have had some forethought. So you know, you think yes, you could go make a difference, but at the end of the day,
You would still be forced to do some things you may not want to. And that's not in
I will
your...
do my little bits on the side by helping my nation's children.
Okay. So if you were offered the position to become the Minister of Youth and Sports,
I want youth and sports. I want education.
would you accept it? Alvin, would you accept it? Youth and Sports. And what would you do if you were in that position? What would you do differently?
Differently, we need to develop. Have more into sport because I'm into sport. So we need to develop and elevate sport in the country.
Okay.
You know, it's one thing to say you're an athlete or you're a netballer or a basketballer, but if you don't have the right equipment or the right things to make you get to the top, it doesn't make sense. So we need to.
You think that would be a good step.
And we need to focus on culture. Back in time and keep the culture going.
All right. So Alvin will accept the position in case somebody's listening. Okay, so we are moving to another part, and I want you guys to use your medium-sized brush. You can also use a small one again. We're moving all the way to the top portion of our painting, not the gray area. The gray area is where our black is going to go. So one step after the gray, we're going to fill it in yellow, okay? One step after the gray, we're filling it in yellow. The gray gone from yours? We're skipping one and we're moving to yellow. We're moving over to the yellow. Okay, we're going to blend yellow and red to make the orange area down below. So we're skipping one and we're going to the other using yellow. We're skipping one and we're moving to the other using yellow. So we're doing yellow alone, yellow alone. So I'm going over to the other side now. Yellow alone. Unless your butterfly is different to ours. So I have 2 spots filled in yellow, and I'm moving to the other part down below. So for the area down at the bottom, you will notice that there is sort of a cloudy line. or a cloudy shape in the middle. That's where your black is going to go. So you're painting around that, okay? So if you're not sure, take a look at the demonstration board so you can get some more guidance, or ask Etienne and Miss Alexander for assistance. So you can ask Mr. Etienne or Miss Alexander for help, or follow along on the demonstration area. Here we go. So we have our one of our most relaxing painting session. Not too much detail to work with for this painting, so that's a plus for our first timers. Yes, so that cloudy part is going to go in black, so don't worry about it. You're going to paint the other side of it. Everybody's butterfly will look different, will look unique, so that's okay. Just do your painting to match your mood and relax while you're at it. So while you're doing that, guys, you're given a choice, right? You can either select unlimited telephone credit or unlimited data. Which one would you choose and why? Credit? Why are we going to choose data though? Because you don't like to talk on the phone. True. You can actually use data to do both of that. You can call on WhatsApp. But if you just have credit, you can't go on social media for data. Yeah. So everybody should have some yellow filled in on the edges. Yellow. And what I need for you guys to do now is to find a spot on your palette and mix some yellow with a tap of red. All right, not too much red, just a tap of red. We're mixing because we're going to be creating some orange. The red is very powerful, so you only need a tap. You only need a tap of it. And a lot more yellow than red. And we get a nice smooth orange. And we're going to fill in the missing section with the orange. We're going to add some hints of red in the orange after, but for now, just focus on filling in the space itself using the orange paint. So I'm going to show you here. I have my orange created, and everybody's shade of orange will be different. So don't look at your neighbor and say, but how yours look lighter than mine? So, you know, everybody's mixture will be different. So all we're doing is filling in with orange, our butterfly. Please be mindful of the area that is supposed to go in black. And even if you paint over it, I'm pretty sure you can still see it underneath. So that little area there for black, we're going to leave it out. And we're going to keep filling in with orange. If you're not sure of where we're at, take a look at the demonstration board for some guidance.
like to mix your orange.
So I have orange filled in on one side. Wow, I love to see those shades. You can use your small brush if you want better control, okay, guys? Try and mix enough so you don't have two different shades of orange on each side of your butterfly. We have not yet done the gray yet. Let's take your time and fill it in. Montel, tell me, would you rather explore the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean, or he didn't even wait for the option. Well, I guess you're going with the next option, right? Yeah, it says, or reach the furthest reaches of outer space. So where you going?
I'll take that.
That's for white people. Listen. That's for white people. That's for white people. Jeez. Montel, I didn't hear your response, no, friend?
I'll go up.
You'll go up. Okay.
I'll go up.
You ain't going down. Okay. We have anybody going down the submarine? I mean, on the where you going? Down or up? Up. What? Everybody going up and away, man?
Remember
Denise, you going up or you going down?
Up.
Well, why are you afraid under the water, sir?
We don't want to be SpongeBob.
You all don't want to meet SpongeBob? Okay, so we have a lot of astronauts in the making then. What about you guys online? Where are you going to go? Up into the deepest parts of outer space or under the ocean? So, Ms. Evans, I hope you guys are getting through. If you take a look, I'm just going to show you quickly again. We did our background in yellow and green, and then we're working our way outward. So we have the inner part in dark blue, then we move to the light blue, then we move to orange by mixing some yellow and red, and we left out the two cloudy shapes in the bottom. That's for a black. And then we have our grayed out area that's also going to be in black. So that's all we've done so far is create this beautiful kaleidoscope of colors coming outward on the wing of our butterfly. So if it is that you need further assistance, please continue to comment, let us know, and we'll be happy to teleport ATN again, okay? All right, guys, so I hope you're getting through in studio. We have moved from dark blue to light blue to orange. We have some yellow in the end, and now we're going to be adding some hints of red. So I want you guys to get ready with your small brush. We're going to be adding some hints of red. Make sure you still have orange paint because we are going to need the orange paint to blend out the red. So if you're out of orange, please be sure to blend some more, create some more in your palette for the next step. The next step is with red, and we're still going to need orange. So be sure to create a little mixture of orange for the next step as well. So if you look at the painting, you might just see just some hints or hues of red here or there. And that is what we're going to try to mimic at this time using your small brush.
Making it.
You may not even need orange for this step, but let's see how it goes. All right, so with the red, I'm tapping into the red with a small brush, but I'm also going to tap that brush into water. So we want the red to sort of have a watered down approach to it. So you're tapping your small brush into red, and then again, I'm going to tap it into some water to give it a sort of watered down or watercolor look. And then I'm going to take that brush with the red, and I'm going to apply some of the red in the corners of my butterfly wing in the orange pad. So we want to get this watercolor look by tapping our small brush into red, then putting some water on it so it's sort of diluted as much as possible. And then you can go in and add the hints of red in different parts with that watercolor version of it. Okay, so make sure it's diluted as much as possible with water. You're not going all the way around. You're just adding a hint of that red in the corners of the orange part of the wing. In the corners of the orange part of the wing, all you're doing is tapping into some red. Tapping into the red with your small brush, yes. And then you tap into water. You can find a spot on your palette and just swivel the red in there. See the water turn red. And then you tap into that red diluted water and you go ahead and you add some of it in the corner of the orange. It's going to give it this stained look, like a stained look of red in the corner there, and that's what we're going for. We don't want to overpower the orange with the red too much. We're going to keep it very simple tonight. We're not going to complicate it with the red and other colors tonight. You guys know what the turtle was, for those of you who painted with us with the turtle. It was a lot more blending and detail. So tonight we're going to take it real easy. We're taking it real easy tonight with our butterfly. Not adding too much in there, just some hints of red in the corners of your orange by diluting it. So you tap into red, you tap into water, you find a spot on your palette and you swivel the brush a bit so that the water itself turns red, and then you apply that watercolor version of the red onto your sheet. Some persons went in straight with the red. That's okay as well. Like we said, and we know everybody's one will be different. Pavel, how's yours going? Not bad at all. Beautiful. Once you're done with that, you can wash out your brushes. Those of you who are finished, you can wash out your brushes while we wait for the others to wrap up. So everybody online said that if they had to choose between the ocean and the sky, they said they're going up. One person said, up it shall be. So for those of you who are inquiring where to put the red, let me show you again quickly. So we are mixing some water and some of the red itself. And we're going to put it on the edges of our orange parts, okay? So the section on your butterfly, if you look at your image, your reference image from your canvas sheet pack, you'll see that there are some hints of red in the corners of the orange section of your wing. So all we're doing is adding those red sections in the corner of the orange part of the wing, okay? So we're not painting an entire area on the wing in red. We're just going to the corner of the orange part and filling in a bit of a red stain there, all right? So I hope you guys are following along, and if you look at your color map, you too can see where the red is to be applied on your color map or your guide. So I'm just showing you guys again online where I am adding in the red. So I have red hair right in the corner of my orange right there. I have some red up here in the corner here, a little hint there. You don't have to put too much. If you want to put dots, it's all fine. You can feel free to do whichever option, but just put a pop of red somewhere in there. Wash your brushes out for the next step. Water, and then find a part on your palette and mix it up so that you see the water itself turn into red, and you dip from the water and apply the stain on it. You coming back? So we are painting in the red. Some persons are still doing that. So we'll give them a chance to do that now. And while they do that, oh, Abigail. Abigail needs some help. Oh, Etienne is back. So you're gonna assist Abigail with something there when you get the chance, please. Etienne, do you have the mic? Hold on. This question is for you. Do you prefer to have supervision or super hearing? Super hearing. Which one do you prefer? Like, really good vision. When we say super, we mean like, in the movies when they say superpowers.
I have a choice of picking both.
But which one would you rather have? One must the hearing. Okay, Amir, what about you? And why? Vision. Why? What you want to see, sir?
Everything. But if you have good vision, you could lip read. You don't have to hear.
Oh, very interesting.
I want the vision.
The vision.
That will cover for everything.
you want to see everything. A lip reader? Or with just sign language? Yeah. Do you guys think our sign language community is included enough in things?
No.
What do you think we can do more to have them more included?
Teach more people how to sign.
Yeah, true. Teach more. Anybody here know sign language? You know it? Just ABCs? Oh, y'all know sign language back there. That look like feed me. That don't look like... I don't even know. That is really part of it. This means feed me? She said feed me. Maybe eat. Oh, boy. Well, we learned one tonight, so we'll compliment you on that. Feed me. What's thank you? Okay. You must stop back in the middle when you do it. Okay. So we have a thank you. So I don't think any of them will be tuned in. But thank you. Okay, guys, let us go ahead with our painting. All right, so it's time for some black with our small brush. Oh my goodness. It's time for a small brush. All right, so make sure it's clean and we're ready for this next step. I'm giving you guys 30 more seconds to... True. But make sure it's dry at least so no water doesn't come streaming down from the red. And we're going to tap into our black paint. So we're going to start from the middle and we're going to work our way out, okay? So we're going to start with the body of our butterfly in the middle with black paint in just a bit. All right, so it looks like we're ready now. So let us go ahead and do the body of our butterfly. So our body here, we're going to go ahead and fill that in using black. Keep the shapes. So we have an oval-like shape for the body, and then we have the head in a circular shape. So we're going to go ahead and fill that area using black. You don't have to dilute it with water or anything. Just straight black with your small brush for the best control there, okay? So that's all we're doing. We're filling in black. We're going to add back the antennas towards the end, so don't worry too much about that for now. Just focus on getting the body filled in. Again, we're doing the body parts of our butterfly. We're filling it in black. And of course, the head, we're going to go in circular motions for the head. And we're going to fill that part in black as well. So this is what it would look like when you've added in that part. And don't move on as yet. I'm going to show you the next step shortly. I'm going to show you guys the next step very soon. I was asking if you have the live up. We are all waiting for the next step. So what I want for us to do is we're going to fill in the two areas down below and the outer parts before we start adding some real details with the black. So we're going to fill in the two small cloudy areas that I mentioned to you needs to go in black. We're going to go ahead and fill those in now. And the grayed out areas, we're going to fill them in black as well. So you guys should really have some fun with the black parts now. Just filling in all of those areas using black. All right. Okay, thanks. And we have two areas, so I'm moving to the other side. I just did the right hand side, and I'm moving to the other side with black, and it's sort of a cloudy shape. All right, and as soon as you're done with that, I know we have some very fast painters in the house tonight. So when you're done with that, you can move to the grayed out areas on the edges of the wing and start filling it in black as well, okay? So I'm looking forward to seeing your darker areas in just a bit. So we're all doing our grayed out areas now. So all we're doing, filling in black now. So we're doing the grayed out areas are going in black as well. The grayed out areas are also going in black. So if you're not sure of the areas that have to go in black, you can take a look at mine. And I want you guys to take a look at this also. So I know I mentioned that we're just going to fill in for now, but if you look at the grayed out areas, it sort of connects, so it doesn't end on the edge of the wing, but you have to connect and meet the body of the butterfly with the black. So be very gentle and light on your brush as you do the inner part to meet or connect with the body of your butterfly. So if you're looking at mine, you'll see I'm filling in this big area, and then as I pull towards the body, I'm a little bit gentler so that it connects with the body using black, okay? So we are filling in. It's your typical butterfly, guys. Use your small brush and let's get in with the details there. We're pulling black. We're going with black in all the grayed out areas of our painting, as well as in the cloudy-like shape in the bottom of our wing. We're moving with black. The body of a butterfly was also in black, and at the end, we're going to add in some white highlights to it. All right, so let's just focus for now on filling in black. All righty, so I hope you guys are getting through, especially our online folks, because we're having a bumper time in studio. What? What's happening over there? Guys, be sure to scoop up enough paint on your brush. If your paint is a little bit dry, you can tap into the water and swirl some water on your paint so that it can loosen up the pigments a bit, and ensure that you scoop up some black and fill away. All right, once the paint is moving smooth, it's going to help you to do your painting a little bit better. So if it's a bit dry, be sure to scoop up some water and swivel it in there. All right, so we're filling in black. Etienne has Alrighty. So while we are filling in black, I want to hear from you guys. If you are given the chance to live forever, would you take it? You don't want to see the flying cars and so on? Yes.
Forever. Are you aging while you're living forever, or you're sticking to one age?
That's
Because
a
if you're
good one.
aging, then no. I don't want to live forever into old age.
Okay.
Aging, it's just that he's aging gracefully and not getting sick. And
Aging gracefully for 500 years? You're just aging gracefully?
no, there's aging gracefully and there's aging and getting sick. I can't do anything.
I mean, if you live forever, you can get sick. You know?
Yes.
Something have to be preventing you from dying.
You just
So,
can't die.
but okay, let's just say you're not aging. You're staying the same age you are right now. Would you take it to stay the same exact age right now? Forever?
No. Not this age.
What age you want to be?
So what? They don't want to age. They don't want to stay the same age. What I want to do, my dear?
When I'm a child, I don't have to worry about bills and all this.
But then listen, everybody who's taking care of you as a child will leave you and go. So who's gonna take care of you as a child after?
You can be very rich if you live forever.
You
You
fine?
can just work forever, make a lot of money. Wow. Just save.
You understand? You living forever and you still have to work forever? That's not right at
But
all.
what's she gonna do? Just survive on the land?
Enjoy life.
Yeah, you seen everything, you know.
Need money to do that?
Living forever, you seen everything. You could be a beggar for 10 years and then a banker for another another few years. Oh Lord.
Each one of you, no.
I mean, you get to
I don't
watch.
want
You
to
don't.
live-
You don't die before they do, so you get to see them grow.
Yeah, but then I'll see them die, and
It
so
hurt,
I
it
had to
hurt.
relive that pain over and
Well, that's if you.
again. If I get married,
You can take care of your child. your
The long
grandchild,
life
your
gene
great-grandchild.
passed on to the
but then I
kids.
have to bury each and every one of them.
That's true.
You know.
But I mean, you kind of know what you signed up for living forever.
That's
Don't
why
you
I
think?
choose not
Just
to.
Not
just
to?
disconnect and go somewhere.
You know, like, all right, you know what? This is the final one. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, because at some point you're scared to make friends.
You
you're
can change
scared
it. You
to
can
fall
change
in
your
love.
name. every
No,
few
but
years.
say it just like this is the
How much
10th.
time to fall in love?
This is the 10th husband. I'm done with this. I'm done with this marriage stuff. Oh my goodness. But as somebody was saying, maybe the genes for living longer will pass on to the children. So
They
you
can live
never
long
know.
with you.
They'll live long with you. But oh gosh, to get that headache for all this year. For all this time. Something else. But it's very interesting, you know, and you know you have this choice. If you do have a choice like that, what would you really do? But then again, we are all going to live eternally at some point. It's just where, right? It's just where. I hope to see you guys again.
It's a birthday gift. It's a birthday gift.
No, this baby does not belong to you.
No, it doesn't. No, that's fine.
Hope you guys are getting through with your black. We're filling in with black. Somebody said on the live with regards to living longer, I just want to live till my son gets married and he's comfortable. I want to be done with feeding people. Oh, God. All right. So it's then wifey duty to feed him, right? Wifey duty time. But I know they'll still be coming by you for food, you know.
Dogs have a option.
Every now and then they have to come and get some.
Your children will always be your children. no matter
Yeah.
what.
Come home to get some mommy food.
Of course. Mommy. Just come home to you.
After they put paint on the lady's shit, you asking for food?
So Alvin, you just still go and harass Mrs. Doyle for food?
No, I don't harass her for food. I just want to collect it every evening.
But
Just
Mother?
she appreciates it, huh? She
Yes,
appreciates
does,
it.
and I appreciate her.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure. What's your favorite meal from her?
Oh God, I can't say because she could cook. So because she can really cook. So
Everything.
everything.
But what one that you really remember enjoying as a child, maybe?
Oil no, she oil was this good.
Well, Miss Doyle.
You miss it this year?
No, we just putting our name down for next year. When y'all come. Yeah, it's still our breadfruit in season? Well then.
You have to wait.
We don't have to wait. We could
And
just
she
get
good
nice
at
up next week.
She good at looking, she just look at YouTube and thing
Mm-hmm.
and see recipe people doing and
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's the newest type what's the newest recipe she's done for us?
Mommy, what are you doing recently?
Pylori? Or doubles?
Nah, she don't do that.
She doesn't do those. Yeah. You know, we going all sorts of places there now.
She often she just find thing and make.
Okay. Well, that's people to be around, man. What's my friend? My friend sign language. That's people to be around. I hope you guys are getting through with the black, because I am almost finished with mine.
But if you get through with yours, be problem.
Supposed to, eh? All right, so our black is almost filled in. Let's get our black done. We're going to do the antennas as a final step. For now, all we're doing is black. We're putting black in the grayed out areas. We're putting black in that little cloudy shape in the bottom of our wing. Some persons say they have feathers. I don't know. Last time this lady came painting, we were supposed to do a bunny, she did a goat. I mean, this lady doing the most. Benny the goat, yeah?
Yes.
This lady always transforming the beautiful creatures into something else. No, she's saying a butterfly have feathers and.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Okay. Well, I think we got a coconut now.
Thank you very much for telling everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Right, coconut. I like the feathers of it. You leave it.
No, it looks nice.
Last time we did the man, you know, the woman would pipe in the nose and say, so like, this feather, you just have to look very close.
Somebody, I'm not going to call names, still walking on them, man.
Well then, Etienne, you have to fix up that guy on that table there for somebody. We did that guy about 2 or 3 Thursdays ago, and the guy's still showing up at our session, you know. This guy is real popular amongst the ladies. But apparently she wants a perfect man, and you did that. Okay. So I've been painted the perfect man. I hope he don't come alive in the night, you know.
That'd be a good thing.
Oh Lord. Specially created by you.
While he's sleeping, just see him walk out.
So thank you for the nice suit, Alvin. While you're there, Etienne, I want to hear from Alvin. What if you had the funds to invent a household invention to help you with your chores? What would you invent and why? You had money, any amount of money you can think about to invent something that doesn't already exist. So a maid, a robot maid, okay. You can't do a washing machine again, no stove, none of that. What would you invent?
All right. I would say a maid. I hate to clean windows.
Windows. Okay, so about some kind of automatic window wiper thing?
Some kind of,
You want a whole person just for the windows?
I have money, so I could spend it on
Just the windows.
On just the windows? Very interested.
I have money
Okay, what are we going to invent, guys? Shalina, what would you invent? Yeah, what would you invent?
You
want
clean off yourself?
says
Clean off yourself?
Yeah.
any household chore, some automatic folding machine.
Iron. Oh gosh, I'm tired.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things for that, with ironing. Like some steamer, you can just pop off.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
She don't even want to hold it. She want to have nothing to do with it.
Just sit back and...
Let's say iron.
Okay. Carvel, anything you would invent? What would you invent? Iron and fold at the same time. I'm equipment that would iron and fold. Okay. And hang up everything. Put it on you. And put away. What? Cordelia, what would you do? What would you invent? Something to fold clothes? Well, you have Denny's. Denny's like fold. Listen, the money could go by Denny's.
I hate ironing. That's why I like folding clothes. I make sure I fold it myself.
Oh. Yeah, those are nightmares, eh?
Go on YouTube. Go to YouTube and
once again, the hanger technique is so easy.
It's so easy?
Yeah, once again, the hanger technique to fold into the sheets is so easy.
My goodness, a lot of persons would disagree. Somebody says a robot to iron and fold on its own. Yeah.
Everybody likes to wash dishes.
I don't know. What show, Miss Alexander, what show would you invent a robot or anything, a machine to do? What show at home? To cook. I don't know if I trust a robot with cooking, cooking for us. What would you do?
Maybe to clean the place,
Just to clean up
just to clean
everything.
up
So
everything.
I guess Clive here had it hit the nail on the head.
Hang it up, do everything, yeah.
Just a robotic maid to take care of everything in the house, right?
Yeah.
Leisha, thank you, my dear. I'm happy you had a great time at Paint With Me. So we're going to just have a set of robot people zooming around our homes, doing everything. Everything. So we just wake up, breakfast there. Clothes laid out on the bed, well ironed for us. And then mind you, when we bathe in the bed, made up already for us. Huh? So, sounds lovely. The future looks bright.
I do understand. Everybody's saying fold clothes, what about dishes? Washing dishes.
There are dishwashers, sir. Something exists already. There are dishwashers.
All the food in the sink.
There are dishwashers already, sir. But guys, let's add in some white now. We're adding in some small white circles on yours. If you want to create some semi-perfect circles, you can use the back of the brush. So the bigger the brush, the bigger the circle. So take a look at this. So I'm going to tap my big brush, the back of it, into white. And when I tap that onto the canvas, it will give me a nice round circle. But if I'm going for a smaller circle, I'm going to tap the small brush or medium brush, and it's going to give me a smaller circle. So you guys can use your big brush and your small brush and add as much circles as you want on the edge of your butterfly. The photo only has about 3 or 4, mind you, but if you want to add more, you can do so. So it starts off with a big circle and then like 2 or 3 smaller ones. So again, we are doing some white dots or highlights on our painting. So you guys can use the back of your brush with white. You can use the front of your brush too if you prefer. And you can tap in some circles, big and small, on your piece. And you can add as much as you desire. Any amount that you like, you can add on there. If you press lighter and lighter on your brush, the circles will get smaller and smaller. Again, you can add any amount as you like, guys. I want to see the uniqueness in everybody's butterfly coming together now. Using the back of our brush, you tap into white and you just tap the brush down onto the painting and it's going to give you a perfectly round circle. And the lighter you tap, the smaller it gets. So we're using the back of the brush. And if you want to get smaller, you tap lighter on it. And even on the cloudy areas in the middle, there are some white highlights or dots there also. So we're going to add them in. Oh, you light the stuff up, eh? Huh. Just now. Just now, huh? So you guys can add as much as you want. It's really going to help make your design pop some more when you add in those white dots on your design. If you look closely at your image, you'll notice that there are some black lines that are streaming through the wings. So we have to create those black lines as well. But I want to make it clear that you guys have an option. You have an option. You can do it or you can opt not to. So I'm adding a lot of white dots. So mine is definitely going to be unique and you guys can follow along with me as well or choose to add yours wherever you like. All right, so all we're doing is doing dots or circles of white using the back of our brush. Back of our brush is allowing us to get some really nice, almost perfectly round circles. All right, so I think I've added enough dots on mine. So you guys may be ready for what, Miss Denise? That one is a Christmas. Anyways. Miss Denise, when I say go crazy with the dots, I didn't mean, give us an Andre Garvey costume up in here, What is this? Miss Denise really going on with them dots. Oh, my. So make sure, guys, your brushes are clean. We have to do the little black lines that you see streaming through the butterfly. And it's entirely up to you to do those lines. If you don't want to, then you can leave them out. But for those of you who want to, I'll show you how to do them. You can also go ahead and add back in the antenna of your butterfly using your small brush. And some black. You want to be as gentle as possible and pull upward to add back the antennas of your butterfly. Be as gentle as possible. And let's go go ahead and add back in those antennas. So you're adding back the antennas of your butterfly. Take your time and pull those in. You ready to add yours, Hilda? The antennas? Huh? To do the antennas? I can help you pull it.
There's not so good painting. All smudgy and naughty.
It's probably a reflection of your day, the day that you have it.
Yes.
You want it longer?
This one is good.
So let's add that in. And for those of you who are going to be doing the inner lines, you'll want to follow along with me just now for the inner lines. I didn't know people handles be drunk alone. So it seems like Miss Denise is in the decorating business, Miss Alexander. She needs some assistance. Oh? Dania needs some assistance. It's good. I love it. Don't worry, Dania. When you hit your milestone, your 10th session, we will never forget it. Oh? But while Miss Denise is in the, where is he? Mr. Etienne, give Miss Denise a mic. While she's in the decorating and costume making, vibe, I have to ask her this question. Miss Denise, how would you rate the Grenada Olympic team uniform this year?
Flaggy.
Miss Denise, what would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? Like 10 being it was awesome. 5. Why?
Yes. You know what? I find everything that's done here.
Yes.
We just put the colors of the flag together. Sometime we can do like a solid color and have a, the flag. I know the colors of the Grenada colors have to be there, but I was not impressed.
Oh wow!
But that's just my
your
taste.
opinion, yeah. Anybody here gives it more than a 5? No. Okay. Okay, Alvin, what's your take on the uniform? And did you see any other islands or locations uniform?
Most of the athletes had like jackets and sweatpants and stuff like that, right? The men's shirt, I don't have a problem with that. But you see that green dress?
It didn't come together.
Something about the green dress no. The green wasn't right. And depending on the angle of the camera, it does not look yellow. It looks orange.
Oh, the yellow in the outfit.
Yes. The color wasn't, nothing about it. I mean, if you're having something, give me red, yellow, green, ice green and gold. Not
orangish
and
dark green. But which location, if you've seen other uniforms, which one do you think, really hit it on the spot with their outfit?
I didn't get a chance to look at all, So I can't really say.
Which one you think was
no. It's just that ours just did not
come together as you thought.
Yeah.
It was not.
It was not. No, it was not.
What's your point of view, Mr. Alexander? Bring it back Hilda. What's your take on the uniform? 1 out of 10 or?
I'll give them zilch.
I don't think that's a number.
0. Because at the end of the day, we've been doing this over the years.
Yes.
Let us, when we go out there to represent Grenada, let us see our colors proper.
Right.
This is not back home.
Nice colors.
Yeah, and our colors
They
are
have nice
beautiful
colors.
and
Yeah.
they stand out. So let us see our colors there. Not today we have
Dark green.
next week we'll see mustard yellow on the flag. Right? Let us get our colors right. If it's pui yellow, we must see that. If the green is mint green,
We see mint green.
yes. Don't give me this week mint green. Next year you give me jungle green. No, let us get it right.
Oh Lord. We have to get it. So the colors it seems like the colors, the shades was a major thing.
All I see is the green, you know.
Exactly.
You could you see orange? That's all right. That's right.
No, but the green glasses are trying to figure out what type of green it was. Yes.
All I keep saying, I must be seen wrong.
No, because the green look like a kind of army green, but a dull army green other than... No, it's not.
No.
You're wondering. Well, seeing as Ms. Denise is in the designing mood, I hope she can create some great design, a great design for the next time around. All right, so if you are doing the black with me, you can follow this next step, but if you're not at this time, you can add your initials at the bottom. So for this step with the black, we are going to be tapping in with our small brush, your very small brush. And if you look at your image, you'll notice that we have about 3 lines inside of our butterfly. So it sort of streams past the cloud and it comes and connects at the top part of the wing, or in some cases the bottom part of the wing. So again, this is not mandatory. You guys have the choice to leave it as is or to flow in with the black. So I'm going to start on the top right hand corner. So for those of you online, the top right hand corner, and we can actually tap into some water to dilute the black a bit. We don't want it too harsh. We don't want it too harsh as we pull it. So again, you can tap into some water so that it flows a bit better. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our first line. So we're coming from the body of a butterfly gently, and we swirl up to the top or peak of our wing. And only how you get a smooth flow with things is if your black is very liquid, okay? Not running liquid, but it's smooth enough to flow with. And you can do that by adding a little bit of water to the paint so that it flows a little bit better. So we only have 1 line so far. We have quite a few to go. Make yourself comfortable. If you have to put down your back in a bit, you have to hold it upside down. Whatever you have to do to make it happen, feel free to do so now. And I'm going to connect from the bottom of this one and swoop over to the right of it to create the other. So I'm going to connect at the bottom and swoop over like so. Make sure your black is a little bit diluted for this step by adding some water to it. Make the first leap of faith. Let's go. No risk tonight. First leap of faith. Who's in it? Down at the bottom is the very same approach from the body of the butterfly, but we're going to stop by the cloudy area. We're going to stop. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let me show them before you continue. Because I don't know what the rest is going to look like. Anyways, guys, this is Wendy's own so far. So if you want to take the risk, this is what it would start to look like. And online, I hope yours is looking just as beautiful. Really good. So, I mean, Wendy's up to you to continue or stop right. Or stop there. Anyways, guys, once your black is liquid enough, you will be able to flow. All right. Very light. Very light. Be gentle with it. Sorry. Be gentle with it as you're flowing. Be gentle with it as you pull. And we're doing the exact same thing on the other side as well. So I'm pulling. And you can even go past the cloudy shape that we have on the other side. You can go past it a bit. What? Etienne, take out the guitar from my lady, please. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Another one. Go ahead. Look there. Oh, somebody's using it. All right, and now moving to my top section. And the top one is very interesting because there's an area where the lines sort of make a Y shape. So we're going to try to attempt that as well. So I'm going to go in with one part of the Y. And then we're going to pull upwards and out. So we have our Y shape on the other side as well. I got you, I got you. All right, so our beautiful butterfly is ready to take off now. I see there's a little circle on top of the antennas. I didn't even add that. So I'll go ahead and do that now.
You.
And you can do any final touch-ups that you might find necessary to do with your black. If you're still seeing some white areas, you can fill it in at this time. What color should our initials go into, guys? White? Black, you find? We have so much black on it. The initials go down at the bottom right-hand corner. Online folks, I really do hope that you are at the final stretch with us. We are about to do our initials. At least most of us are about to do our initials. I see Miss Denise. Her painting is hard at work, not her. Have you ever wondered how her painting is working hard? Just flow with it, Clive. Just flow with it. Yeah, wherever it ends up, let it land there. Masterpiece. So for our initials, down at the bottom right-hand corner, we can use white and ensure to put the date as well. So we're going in with the initials now. All right, down at the bottom right-hand corner, we're going to add our initials just like this. Use your small brush. It is the 1st of August. So, happy Emancipation Day to those of you who are celebrating today. And we are officially at the end of our painting session, guys. Once you've added in your initials, that marks the completion of your masterpiece. So we're looking forward to seeing what you guys online have created. And if you guys can see the beautiful pieces in studio. the beautiful masterpieces in studio. It's really amazing. So we have our initial. I hope you guys have gotten through as well as we wind down here in the studio. Guys, I'm even going to go as far as to add just a hint of white on the body of my butterfly. It's a bit of a highlight. So if you want to, you can add a hint of white on the body. Right there, just a hint of white on the corners is going to add some highlight to the body. Just a streak of white on the corners.
Why are you laughing at the
Oh my goodness, Anne Marie. Why are you doing the guy that?
That is the fun of the whole thing.
To make fun of people.
To make fun and call his butterfly a sea crab?
Yeah.
Clive, don't worry, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure you did great. Don't worry with the neighbors.
That's what you're feeling. That's what you're feeling, man.
He's feeling sea crab, Mr. Etienne.
I mean, I can see the sea crab, you know?
Really? Guys, let's take a look. Let me take a
I
look.
can see the little sea crab.
Guys, I haven't seen it yet, but are you seeing sea crab? Yes?
A scorpion.
A scorpion. Online, what do you guys think about Clive's painting? What do you think? Rate him. Scale of 1 to 5. Picasso is number 5. And huh? A new species. He said a new species. But I think the colors are what really makes these pieces pop. If you see the room right now with all of these amazing pieces, you'll be amazed yourself. Mr. Etienne, here, put it back for him. Thanks.
I like how you standing before doing the lines,
Yeah, man.
Before doing the lines. You what? You standing before.
So guys, we are officially at the end of our painting session. So to those of you who are painting online with us, we say thank you. And we look forward to seeing what you would have created as well. If it's your first time tuning in online with us, you can actually get your sheet from us for only 5 EC, and you will get a color guide, you will get an image, and a pre-sketched version of the design, so you can sit from the comfort of your home or your office or the beach, wherever you are, and you can relax and just paint along with us. But because the session is done every Thursday night at our studio, you can book a spot to be right here in studio with us and enjoy the fun and engagement that we have with everybody. So lovely people inside the studio, you know what we have to do right now. Let's tell the people online goodbye. 2, 3, bye. See you guys next week, God's willing.